Grandmaster's History Project of the Most Worshipful Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of Washington. My name is Very Worshipful Bud Cook, and I will be the interviewer. And our audio-video operator is Most Worshipful Brother G. Santi Lascano. And we are honored to be here with Most Worshipful Brother Charles W. McQuery, our Grandmaster in 2006-2007. First, Most Worshipful, allow me to thank you for taking your time to participate in this Grand Lodge History Project. Most Worshipful, what prompted you to become a Mason?
Good question. I guess it would be because I really came from a Masonic family. My father was a Mason. He was raised in 1944, before I was even born. And I remember when I was a young man going to Masonic installations and constitutions of lodge and just all the Masonic events that occurred in Corvallis, because he was a past master of Mary's River 221 in Corvallis. And in 1959 I joined D. Molay and rose through the ranks, and I was master counselor of the chapter there. And my brother was a D. Molay, my sister was in Rainbow. My mother and father were both in Eastern Star, and my dad was in not only the Blue Lodge, but also York Rite and Scottish Rite and the Shrine. So it was natural that as soon as I turned 21, I turned in a petition and became a Mason. Took my entered apprentice degree in December of 1965. And was raised in 1966. And so it was just natural that I become a Mason. I'd learned a lot about Masonry during the years, and that's what I wanted to do.
I can understand that. How did you come by the design of your Grandmaster's pin?
Well, I wish I could really take credit for that, because I had a theme and gave Most Worshipful Brother G. Santi Lascano the theme and said, come up with something. And the first design that he gave me was just outstanding. It was unique because it wasn't round, it wasn't square, it was a pentagon. And it had square compasses on it as well as my theme. And as many brothers know, during my year I not only wear a Stetson but also wear cowboy boots, and it had a set of boots on it which worked right along with my theme, which was walk the talk. And so I got to really give the credit to G. Santi. I'm not a designer like he is.
I understand that. What was the theme for your year as Grandmaster?
Well, like I said, it was walk the talk. Now, I followed Most Worshipful Brother Al Jorgensen, and as we were going through the line, I had the thought maybe I could have a theme of great expectations, because I had great expectations for a fraternity. But Al had already chosen that one. And I was sitting at a district meeting in Centennial Lodge in Snohomish. And there was a brother that got up and gave a very interesting talk. And he basically concluded it by saying that we needed to start walking the talk. And right there, I knew that was going to be my theme as Grandmaster.
What were some of the major goals that you wanted to pursue during your term?
Okay, the first one that I really wanted to pursue was more fraternal harmony. So during my year as Grandmaster, I had a group of the month, if you will. 1 month was Scottish Rite, 1 month was York Rite, then each one of the individual youth groups and so on as we went through, so that we could emphasize in the lodges some harmony within the fraternity. Because it was not just the Blue Lodge, but we also needed to take care of the rest of our family. The other one was the long-range plan and working the goal statement of Grand Lodge, of being recognized as a relevant and respected fraternity. Since I was involved in making the purpose statement, I thought that that would be a great one to pursue. There were a lot of individual goals around each one of the legs of our pillars of progress, but that was the two main goals that I had for the year.
Good. What were the challenges of your term?
That's a very interesting question, because we had really a great time during the year of 2006, 2007. We had some brothers that had forgotten their obligations, and that was probably the biggest challenge that I had, was a couple of lodges and a couple of brothers that I really had to do some disciplinary action on. That was the challenge, but most of the time it was just a great time.
What are your favorite memories as a Grandmaster?
My favorite memories are all of the brothers that I met and was able to sit and lodge with or just sit and talk with. And I couldn't name them all. There's hundreds of them. I was able to attend a lot of lodge meetings. We had district meetings. I met so many wonderful men and so many wonderful families. Those are the memories that I have, is the men and the brothers that I met and had time to spend with during the whole year.
Does the man make the office, or the office make the man?
When you put that question on the letter, I had to really think about that one for a while. Because I think it's both. I think that it takes a very special man to be Grandmaster. It's not an easy chore to be responsible for the fraternity. And so I think a man needs to be organized and be a good leader, and he puts his imprint upon the office of what happens. But if a man is Grandmaster and he doesn't tell you that it changed his life, he didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So I think that it's both. The man makes the office, but the office will change the man.
What is it like being Grandmaster?
It's a wonderful experience. You meet so many good men. You learn so much about the fraternity. You walk into a room and everybody stands up. That's kind of neat, sometimes. But it's also, you're just one of the other brothers too. You feel like one of the other brothers, but everybody treats you with so much respect. And then when it's over with, gee, the phone stops ringing and the emails stop coming. But you're the center of attention for a whole year, and it's a real ego booster. It really is an ego booster. But you can't let the ego get in the way of being a brother.
Who was of the greatest help to you as Grandmaster?
That's an interesting question. I wish I could list all of the brothers that helped me so much. I had a great Grand Lecturer in Ken Callahan that traveled with me and acted as Grand Marshal many times. I had so many good brothers and good deputies that helped me out. But when it gets right down to it, the most help I got was from my wife Diane. Not only being a carpool buddy, because that helped a lot, but also a great sounding board, and whenever my head got a little bit too big for the hat, she let me know and brought me back to earth.
Yeah, they do that. Have you helped others become involved in Masonry?
Yes, I think I have. I think one of the responsibilities of not only a Grandmaster or a past master or any other member of the fraternity is mentoring others. And so after being Grandmaster, I went back to my lodge where I belonged at Ashler and started mentoring the younger fellows into becoming involved in the lodge and being officers. And now I see so much fruit that has come from that, as well as having the opportunity to talk with the men that weren't Masons and are now Masons and are in various roles within not only their own lodge or within Grand Lodge itself. So yes, and I think that every Mason, as well as every past Grand Master, has a responsibility to mentor others.
Yeah, and you actually helped me because you helped Dan Moss get me on the committee. That was good. Most Worshipful, what message would you like to send to today's Masons?
I think that there's really only one message, and that is remember your obligations. nothing else but your obligations. Those will tell you how to live, how to treat others, and how to be a good man, a good husband, and a good Mason.
Most worshipful, in the name of our Grand Lodge and those who are involved with this project, I wish to thank you for your participation in this video history project. Thank you very much. Good night.
My pleasure. Thank you.